All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, dog. Chopper! Check 43. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Room here to run. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
57. Mike. Hey! Mike 7. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the set. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Switch. Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
What we got? Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Here's Breida. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Throwing on second down. Young going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 51, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And going deep for Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready to break.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check it back.
Protein spill.
Check nickel.
5. 2.
2nd and 5. That one complete. He finds Shark. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Watch the whip.
Under 10. Recon. 132 fighter.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go with Chubb on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
You got to get that. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go. Check. Lucky.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A run for Nick Chubb. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Sam off.
Wide, get wide. Check 3.
Rock it. Get it.
A toss play to Chubb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.